Action!
You know, I said on my post, everybody, that I'd be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I lied. Because I am absolutely shattered. Anyway, you know me, Jeffrey, I cannot start my spiel till I get a few little eyes and people popping up and saying hello.
Aye.
Yeah. Any eyes up at the top?
There's a couple popping up now.
Excellent.
Right. We're slightly late
Yes,
than advertised time, but what's new?
To go through. In fact, we're not going to get through everything, everybody. So you'll all be giddy because that means next week, there'll be another lot of things to get through. Any hellos?
Chrissy Stringer.
Oh yes, you can always rely.
Said hello, back off our holidays, and wanted to see what you brought back for us all.
There are some goodies, definitely.
There are definitely goodies, aren't there, Jane?
Yep.
Jane was the first person in the goodie bag.
Haley Badass.
Oh yes, Haley Badass. Annie thought that were very amusing.
She
Haley.
did, yeah. I asked Annie's permission,
permission.
to. I said, "Can you don't
like
mind if I like do a
swearing?
little bit of a swear word?" Anyway, Haley says, "Good afternoon, all." Karen Town says, "Good afternoon,
Karen.
all." Rachel Hammertime
Hammertime.
says, "Hello." Susan Scholes says, "Welcome back."
Hi, Susan.
Denise Brown says, "Hi."
We've got a few on then already.
Definitely.
Oh, Jacqueline
Madame Goffin. We do need to sort out Jacqueline because she definitely only got one in her packet.
Yeah.
So we'll sort that out for you, my love. The double tape, which we need to show that.
She says that she's waving from a sunny Norfolk.
It's not sunny here, is it, Jeff?
It's overcast and it's warm, but yeah. Liz Trinder.
Oh, Liz
says hello from Cornwall.
Yes, now Liz is the little shop in Cornwall. I don't know if it's yours, Liz, or if you work in it, but I will ring you at some point this week. Just bear with me.
Jean Nichols says hello, everyone. Good to see you back.
Hi, Jean, and how are you?
Health and hygiene.
Health and hygiene. Jean's the one with the arm.
Well, she'd find it difficult to sew without one.
He's back, Jane. Have you missed him? You missed his banter.
Liz Hepworth says, "Hi all."
Hi, Liz.
Hope you're all well.
Well.
We're well,
all right.
but slightly jet lagged and tired.
Slightly jet lagged.
Finding ourselves waking up in the middle of the night, can't get back to sleep, and then want to go to sleep when we should be going to work.
Yeah, I know. Any more for any more?
That's it for now.
Right, okay, so thank you to all of you who joined us for our lives in Chicago. They went down very well. So we had Carol from Aunties 2, and we're going to show you some of her products today. And we had lovely Annie as well. We did a video with Annie. And So Hungry Hippie. I keep getting it wrong. Lovely Natalie and her husband, Rommel. We are going to post a video, aren't we, tonight, Jeff?
We recorded that one because we did the two recordings in the day. We did the live, and we didn't want to do two lives on the same day. So we recorded that one so we can upload it as live.
We can. So, just to let everybody know, on Saturday we are open and we are starting to clear things out. So, we know there's still some tables left. There's still a lot of stock over there. So, if you're around on Saturday, please, if you're local, visit.
Well, and if you're not local, we can do WhatsApps.
We can.
We can do video calls, Facebook, whatever we need to do if you want to take advantage of that as well.
Yes, and we will do a fastest finger first. It's very popular, very tiring for me. But we're going to do that round about 3 o'clock on Saturday. That'll give us time. And we have got a lot of stuff.
I've started to get Bob 10 bargains and bits of wadding and things all ready for Saturday.
Oh,
so,
you see, lovely Jane.
There will be some stuff ready.
What would we do without her? Although she said she was incy-wincy jealous of the trip to
Yes. Well, yes.
We do need to thank Jane publicly for holding the fort for virtually a fortnight, well, probably over a fortnight with the show that we did before. So thanks for that, Jane.
And don't worry, Jane, we won't leave you behind next time because I am still contemplating Houston.
So before you just start showing things, Jean Nichols says that her arm is improving very slowly and it's been over 5 months.
Oh no, it's been a long time.
Alison Lawrence says good afternoon all.
Hi Alison.
Susan Skull says she's going on a cruise on Saturday.
Another cruise? She's worse than me and you.
Denise Brown says, I am local but off to Cornwall for 3 weeks. We can post to Cornwall to you, Denise, if you want.
She's going on holiday, Jeff.
She might want to take a sewing
go
machine.
on fastest finger. in the afternoon if you get a chance, because I'm definitely doing that around about 3 o'clock.
And your favourite coffee lady?
Mrs. Starbuck.
Mrs. Starbuck says, good afternoon.
Hi.
Out in cabin, sorting out a pattern for Dazzle. For
Wow,
Jason.
yes.
She's
we've
put
got some news
Dazzle
about
Yanta.
Dazzle Yanta.
I think she means Dazzle from Jason Yenta.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to do a quick, as fast as I can, gallop through. I won't be showing you lots of the stuff that we brought back from America because, poor Jane, you've been inundated with fabric deliveries, haven't you,
I have.
dear?
Yep.
Including a very special one that arrived yesterday, and I've already sold meterages of it before it even got on the website. So we're going to talk about that one as well. I'm going to talk about some of the things that we brought back from America, but as I said, it won't totally be focused on that. Just to let people know, Jeff and I are doing the Doncaster Crafting Live, and that's in July. I think, is it round about the 15th?
Something like that.
Somebody's birthday. Big.
It is big.
Big 4-0.
Big 4-0 for
She
Jane.
wishes.
Somebody's birthday around about that time. So we are doing Crafting Live. If you're local to Doncaster, please come along and see us.
Can I just say one other kind of happy birthday for Friday?
Yeah.
He's not going to like me for saying
Your
this,
dad.
but 2 times 4-0.
Yes.
2 times
Yes, it
4-0
was Jeff's
for my
dad's
dad.
birthday. Yeah.
So happy 2 times 40
yeah.
for my dad on Friday.
Right. So any more, or shall I crack on?
That's just crack on now, love, I think.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to start off with Winsome Wolf for Chrissy. Because while I was away, Chrissy, I'd already purchased a nice piece of fabric in the America. And look at this beast.
That's going to
Actually,
be a right
love it.
wool. I think it needs to be a woolly mammoth, not a
Woolly
woolly
mammoth.
wolf.
So I'm a bit excited about this because I do think this fur
Yeah.
with a nice tonal face for the wolf. And I know you said you'd be happy. Yes, you'd be happy. So get ready, Chrissy, because it looks like you might be receiving it. We think it's £6 for half a metre and £12 a metre because it was on offer. And I do always try share those offers with you. But I have seen it more than that. I just need to double check. Poor Jeff, I know. It's called Shag or something. You see what it's like?
It's called LC Shag.
LC Shag. Everybody, Jeff is back in the building. Poor Annie and Casey had to. The Mankini is international.
Sally Allen says good afternoon.
Hi, Sally. Is Sally Scotland? I think she's Scotland. Right, so gorgeous furry fabric. Jeff has been on his own, hasn't he, Jane?
has,
Working in
yes.
the back.
I've been in other room.
So that is one of the things I wanted to show you.
In isolation.
In isolation, yeah. He's in isolation. He's in isolation unit. I wanted to talk about the ruler wrap. I will try to get a picture of this made up because this was on the video by Annie. And to be honest, it's not a pattern that I look at and go, yeah, I want one in my life, till I saw it. And I think a couple of you asked for this actually on the live with Annie because it goes at the back of your door and you can put all your rulers in it in your sewing room, and that's how it was designed. So if anybody's interested, we have brought some of these back with us because we have very minimal stock.
2 different sizes, wasn't
Yes, small and large. And when it does roll up, it is quite nice. So to take your rulers to class, it works really well. I will try to get a picture of that. So if anybody's interested, it is on the website.
it? It was featured on the video with Annie,
It
wasn't it? We
was.
did show it on there, so
Yes,
if people want to watch
it's
that.
great. It's a really good one. So I wanted to remind people about ruler wrap.
Anne Davis says, hi all. Sally Allen says, yes, a very wet Scotland.
Anne Davis, you were our Makers prize draw last month for May, and I don't think we could tag you because I think you've only just come on as a follower of Oh So Sweet. I know you've commented, so please get in touch because you won
You've
last
won
month's
something.
£10 voucher for Makers.
And Hackers
Bev.
says, hey up.
Hey up, Bev. We're open on Saturday, Bev, if you're interested. Right, so in terms of some new stuff, this is, I love this, and a lot of you go on quilt retreats. Look at that. What does it say, Jeff?
It says, what happens at a quilt retreat stays at a quilt retreat. Hey,
How
Bev. Hey, Bev.
lovely. Bev, you
I don't
need
know
this
if Bev
Bev in
I
your
don't know
life.
what Bev
goes
gets
on
up
quilt
to.
retreats. It's by Northcote Fabrics. As you all know, we love Northcote Fabrics. This is £9.50 for the panel, which is pretty big. And I mean, it'd be good if you could somehow or other make it into a bag. I might have to have a look at that. Maybe Happy Hauler.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think when you look at that panel, the ladies on there are holding up like a quilt that's been made with squares, and I think meant to be made using the squares on the end.
Yeah, maybe so. So it's not on the website, I don't think, is it, Jeff? Did you manage to get that one
It has just arrived on the website.
But I love it. Look at the bright colours of it.
Or could the little pieces at the end be turned into mug rugs?
Oh,
that
yes.
have maybe got the names of all the people on the quilt retreat.
Oh, Jane.
All these people with machine embroidery machines could do work wonders in them little squares.
That would be lovely. But I will look at Happy Hauler, because the good thing about Auntie's Two Patterns, she always gives dimensions for panels as well as normal.
Yeah.
And to go with it, look at this. So this is the fabric that matches it. I think it's £14.50. It's got patchwork, fabric, applique, friends, colours, backing. It's lovely. I think it's really, really nice. So again, that's all new.
Haley says it could be quilt labels as well.
Yes, I thought that. It is what I like about it. It's really bright.
Yeah.
And sometimes the stuff from America is a bit twee, isn't it? But this one's not. So if Lorraine likes it, that's a good sign. Okay. So I'm going to show you, what shall we start with, Jane? Shall we start with the fabric over there then?
Yeah.
The cotton cloth?
Yeah.
And then we'll come back to this.
Leslie Arkley says hi all, by the way.
Hi Leslie, so Jane's going to talk about that.
How far up am I
Going
going?
to
Just to here.
Just to there.
I shall set my tripod down.
So if you talk about that,
Okay.
Jane.
So some of you may have seen a short video that I did about this that went onto Facebook. It's a new range of fabrics. There's 24 of them. They're by Rennie Nanneman, and it's a really good blender in that it's a cross between a grunge and a linen texture. So you've got those lovely muted colours and then that texture that's added to there. Okay, and as you can see, the colours here, going from your maroons through to crimsons and a brighter red. Lovely autumn colours that would go lovely with some of the Jason Yenter fabrics, and some ochres there. Some really just so versatile creams and straw colour, and then lots of lovely greens. Again, they'd work really well with the green thumb, the Adita fabric, and then some more mossy type colours, greys, khaki.
What did I call them? I said they were, if grunge and linen texture had a baby. I know.
That's what it'd be.
That's what it would look like.
Yeah.
And I think it really would. It's a fabulous range. It is a really beautiful range.
So some lovely blues, dark turquoise, and then a darker brown there.
So what are your plans with that then, Jane? You've got some information about that.
We're going to do cutie packs of them, because wouldn't that be such a versatile range of fabric for your applique projects when you just want those lovely muted background colours to add to all your designs? You're bound to want more of it than that. So we're also going to do long quarter bundles, but split it into, there's 24 fabrics, but split it into 2 groups of 12, so that we've got the reds and the oranges in ones and the greens and blues in the other. So that will give you a chance to have a bit more of what you would like to work with. And it's £12.50 a metre. Obviously the other prices will be pro rata.
Perfect. Bev Hack says, just going back to the panel,
Yeah.
if you add matching fabric around the panel, it would make a nice lap quilt.
It would. It is really lovely. So bright, and it would come together really quick.
Angie J. Andrew says, hello.
Hi,
and
Angie.
Jules Robb says, hi all.
Hi, Jules.
Where am I going now?
Back here,
Back
I
here.
think.
Yep.
Back
Yeah,
here.
back to me, Jeffrey.
Oh, you're making cameraman
I
work
know.
today.
Yeah, but what did you buy in America? A new tool, everybody.
No, what did you buy?
A new gadget.
But yeah, but the thing is, it clamps onto a table or it sits on a table, so
does
I'll
it?
not be walking around with it.
It's a camera. But it means we're going to be able to do more demos, Jane.
Sharon Piercy says, hi all, good to see you.
Hi, Sharon.
Good to see you all, as she's had no internet.
Oh,
That's no good.
that's no good, is it? So if you've missed the lives from America, you can go back and watch them, and it's worth going back and looking at them. They're very good. So I'm going to move on to some of the fabric that we brought back from America and some of the Antis 2 products. And then we'll go on to this lovely fabric at the side of me. So Jeffrey and I managed to get this full bolt of cork into our suitcase. And it is original Bellagio cork. So it's thinner than the usual one, but it's got a high percentage of cork in it.
What they've said is, because I've just put this on the website and I've read some of their blurb, is they've said it's been intentionally made thinner than a normal, than other corks. So you can use it in quilts and things like that. So you can make a patch out of a quilt and with open seams that's ironed flat.
Right.
So there you go.
Well done, Jeffrey.
Here's me, genning up.
Yeah, so we're really pleased because it's great to be able to bring cork back into the country, because it is not cheap, is it, Jane, when we looked around at what other people are selling at. So what did we say that would be, Jane?
We said it would be, it's 26 inches wide, and it's going to be £11 for half a metre. Now that half metre would be enough to make the large size of the cork tote bag, which is one that's proved very popular because of the kits that we've already done with other cork designs.
I was just trying to catch, cause you can't see it, it's
it's
not
metallic.
overly obvious. It's got metallic flecks running through it. So they're like a red sunflower. In fact, it's called sunflowers, but it's got like a gold metallic fleck running through it. You can just see it there.
Okay.
Sorry, Jane.
So, yep, half a metre of this width of cork would make the large of the two bags here. Okay.
Which
and
is great,
it would look
isn't it?
stunning.
It would. The other thing to mention is when we spoke to Carol from Antis 2, the amount of times people have asked us for that cork. Now, she has kindly given us the supplier. So our plan is, isn't it, Jeff, to try and get some into the country.
Yeah, because they're in Portugal.
Gorgeous. Yeah, they're in Portugal. So the amount of times people have asked for that. The other good thing, obviously, is Jane has done those wonderful kits. The kits are great, aren't they, Jane? And have you got a couple left?
Yeah.
Right, so if you're keen to get started with a project, these are £42 and they're a bargain.
So you've got sufficient cork in there. You've got the double-sided Peltex that makes the base, so it really does hold its shape. Double-sided Bosal as well, so that you can fuse your cork and your lining fabric to it before you quilt it. And then your lining fabric, a zip, and your pattern as well. Everything in there to complete the bag.
Excellent.
Just add thread.
Brilliant.
But if you wanted to buy the pattern, they're on the website, £9.99, and obviously you can buy this cork off the bolt.
Yeah.
Anne Davis says, ooh, she didn't realise she'd won anything. She'll ring you later. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a £10 voucher for the shop. I did try to tag you, but I don't know if it worked or not. But I'm glad you've come on, Anne.
Angie Andrews says, will the cutie pack have 24 in it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it will. Have we worked out a price for that yet?
No.
Not yet, but we can have a quick
can
look.
you just show the panel again?
Yes, I can. So the panel,
There's the Quilt Retreat
love
panel,
it.
Angie.
absolutely love it. I just think the colours on it are so vibrant.
So it's obviously depicting a quilt retreat. What happens on a quilt retreat stays at the quilt retreat.
Look, that lady's got a glass of
She's
wine.
got a glass of
I
wine.
can
They're
see.
all,
It's really lovely. It's one of the nicest ones I've seen.
they all look like they've got bags under their eyes. So this is the morning
It's
after.
just really lovely because it's not too American. It's got a lot of English elements to it, which I think is really good.
Lynn Colwell says, bit late, but hello.
Hi, Lynn.
And Angie Andrews says, can I have one?
You can, my lovely.
I'm guessing that's the panel, not the
Do
cutie
you
pack.
want any of the fabric, Angie?
Yeah, so some fabric to go
So
with
you
it.
could maybe take half a metre of that. If you wanted, let us know, my
That
lovely.
matches. It's the same colour.
Yep,
It's the same
so-
range, so it matches the colour.
So let me know, because there's not masses of either of them. So
And that's saying what, flowers,
Yeah, it's
retreat,
lovely.
pins,
Pinstripe,
scissors, bobbin,
applique.
needle.
It's got little sewing machines on it. It's lovely. Let me know, Angie, if you want any of that.
She says 1 metre of that as well,
Okay.
please.
So a metre of that, Jane, and a panel for Angie.
You know, Jane's a maths teacher.
Yeah.
Here she is. Look, doing a work. You've got to make sure you show your workings out, Jane.
That's the last. Oops. She doesn't need to. She does it in her head.
So the cutie of the cottage cloth will be £43 with 24 fat eighths in there.
And a pattern.
And a free
In
pattern.
fact, you know that diamond one?
Yeah.
That would look fabulous.
That's a very good way of getting all that range.
It is. So, I'll let you just quickly talk about the pattern. Maybe I can find the pattern quickly, Jane. It was a good one.
Fill in time, Jane, fill in time.
So filling in time, the basting tape.
Yes.
So when we were looking at the ruler wrap pattern, then where you've got a number of zips to put in, then your basting tape is really, really ideal for that, because it's a very, very thin double-sided tape. Annie gave a very comprehensive set of instructions, usage, hints and tips on the video that Jeff and Lorraine did, so it's worth looking back at that. But the way it's packaged, it's in this little packet here, and it looks like you don't get a great deal. Now I've ripped it.
You get 2, don't you?
And there are 2 in there.
Yeah, because she said make sure you open it out, because it's not obvious that there's 2 in.
No, it's not.
So it's quite sticky on the side. I did want some anyway. This looks like it's my pack. It's a bit like when you dish up your dinner.
What I didn't realise, because I thought you had to iron it on, a bit like steamer seam, but it's a double-sided. It's actually quite pretty sticky.
She's got a video as well, hasn't she?
So that's your tape, really, really thin. It's only 1/8 of an inch wide. Okay, double-sided, and there's 20 meters in here. That's your first 10 meters, and your second 10 meters. You could easily miss it, but it's inside there. Okay, so that's your basting tape. She said all sorts of useful things. She did. Like about applying it, avoiding your actual stitching line, so it's just next door so you don't gum up your needle. And she also said if you put it on stretchy stuff, then when you pull it, it'll just release this, and what you want to stretch will stretch. Mesh as well she talked about, didn't she? Yeah. She did.
So Angie says, can she have 2 basting tape packs?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got plenty of them in stock. I brought Glenn back with us. And Anne Forden says, nearly missed you.
Oh, you can always watch us back, Anne, don't worry. Go back to the beginning. So that pattern would be fab.
It would, yep. So this one you've got these pieces that look a bit like bricks at 45 degrees. And there are a number of square pieces which would be a contrast, which would make everything really stand out. Yeah. So that would look really, really effective with that range of muted colours.
I think that would look really nice. Okay. So that pattern's obviously free.
Yep.
So we've shown you the lovely cork. I'm going to show you some of the Antis 2 samples that we brought back, because then I want to show you this wonderful fabric that turned up while I was away. So in terms of samples, we have now brought back the Downtown. So you will all remember the famous I Am a Pattern Midtown bag. We've now brought back Downtown version. Now, I was very confused about the difference between Downtown and the Poppins bag. And the difference is, this is easier because it's one piece that goes all the way around and then you put your sides on. And again, Carol from Antis 2 always has these videos as well on her website. So if any of you are thinking about making her bags, she has lots of videos. And you've looked at that pattern as well, haven't you, Jane?
Yeah. Her instructions are really, really comprehensive, even if you don't look at the videos. So very, very precise. She gives you guidance about what what stitch length to use to get the best out of it. Really, really comprehensive. Ideas she gives for this one is it could be 1 piece of fabric. It could be 2 with your seam at the bottom, as you can see there, to get the best out of this ombre fabric. It could also be a piece at each side and a base, so you've got a join here and here. So she gives suggestions for that, so that depending on the fabric that you have.
Now, when I was in America, one of her samples was with Jason. I did try my best, Hayley, to buy the sample, but it said not for sale on it. She'd actually made up this using these border prints, and I just thought yes, because I know we've got 2 of those left. The other colourway, it went. Somebody bought the whole bolt, actually. So you've worked this out, haven't you, Jane?
Yeah, and it would work. You've got the depth here that you can adapt to that pattern. And if you look at it and think that doesn't look tall enough, then her instructions, like I said, do give details for being able to put a base that was plain. Okay.
Now, these are currently on the website. I think, is it
15.50.
15.50. So I am going to get Jeff to change Jason's border fabrics. I'm going to knock them down to £14. So you need to grab them quick. And people have been using them for the kaleidoscope quilts, I think. Because we've not got a lot of these left now. Look at his face, Jane. He's giving me eye, everybody.
If they're in high demand, you should be putting them up.
No,
it's called
not
supply
my
and
lovely
demand.
customers. So I'm going to knock £1 a metre off them. So if you want them, let me know, and I'll get Jeff to put them as reduced. We also still have a lot of Jason's, well, not a lot, some of his fabric left if you want as your lining. So if anybody's interested in those, let me know quick.
Hammer Time would like a base intake pack, please.
Yes.
Hannah McLaughlin said that bag is beautiful.
It is. It's stunning.
Angie Andrew says, can she have a downtown pattern, please?
You can, my lovely. So in the pattern, you get the stays, and these are £20. And again, if you're interested in those border prints, let me know, because lovely Jane, the maths teacher,
Is about to work it out.
yes, lovely Jane will help you. So-
Lynn Caldwell says she's bought the pattern, can't wait
Yes.
for it to arrive to try.
Yeah, I posted it yesterday.
Yep,
Yep,
so it'll be
so
on
it
its
should be-
way, Lynn.
Never made a bag before.
Ooh.
John J. Morgan
Oh, hi, John.
says, has just disappeared. Oh my goodness, that border fabric is incredible. Jason Yenter is beyond incredible.
It is. And thank you, John, for your lovely comments, because John did watch our live with Annie and I think maybe Auntie's too. And he said some really lovely comments about Oh So Sweet and all of us here. So thank you. John has his own shop as well, so it's really good that he's sharing the love.
It then goes on to say they are perfect for stack and whack.
Yes, I thought that. Yeah. I thought that.
And Jacqueline Goffin says, I've never made a kaleidoscope quilt.
Oh.
And John says to Jacqueline, they are amazing.
They are very clever.
And John, he goes on to say, no lovely comments, only truth.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, thanks, John.
So, bear in mind then, the Midtown bag is the one that the lovely Carol made for us. Now, this fabric was in high demand. When it first came through, nobody was interested. As soon as Carol made the sample, everybody wanted it.
Oh, is she?
Oh, is she? Carol?
No.
Oh.
Heidi. High
I know,
demand.
Jane. High demand. Oh, no, there's a man outside.
There's a man wandering.
Oh, is wandering.
Oh, it's Jane's husband.
Oh, Jane's husband.
She's
It's going to be on live at this rate. You'll be on live. Jane's husband. That's hilarious.
There's a man
Anyway,
wandering.
I am going to show you some fabulous fabric that's turned up. And I wanted to remind everybody about how lovely the Midtown bag is. So we are going to be never running out of these patterns because we are going to be able to get them directly from Carol herself, and it means that in theory we shouldn't ever be out of stock.
And we're expanding the range, so
Yes,
there's
we are.
more than we've been bringing in,
Yes.
obviously, but we can
That's
we
true.
can get hold of most
So
of them
a
now.
quick reminder of the Duchy Do. Now,
Dutchy do.
yeah,
Dutchy dot.
Duchy Dot. Now, what did Carol say? You asked her, didn't you?
So I
Jack?
asked her where the name Dutchy dot came from, and
I'm like, who's that man?
she went on to tell us that she lives in a place that's called the Dutchy.
Duchy.
And it's
Where the name came from.
a husband whose name escapes me.
Jim.
That's it, Jim. Jim is a pilot on a light aircraft, and the Dutchy is around like an airfield almost. So everybody that lives there, virtually all pilots, and they go
And
like,
they're called duchesses and dukes.
yeah, they're called dukes and duchesses. Everybody's like Duchess.
Yes.
So it's Duchess Carol and Duke Jim.
Yeah.
So they made the name up Dutchy. I don't know what DOP is. I think
No, I
DOP's
can't
just like
remember.
a bag, but
Again, it's worth pointing it out. And again, on the back of this one, it does talk about making it in cork. So if any of you fancy that gorgeous new cork that we brought in,
now that would be interesting because
Yeah.
you'd have to use that thinner cork because obviously it's folded into tubes and it's made by Jeff
but
Snakes.
she will give the instructions on how
Do
to
it in
make it
one
with
piece.
yeah.
Oh, in
it won't
one
be
piece.
tubes.
Ah, right.
Your
So you
snakes,
can do it in.
put your snakes away, lad.
Right. John says I'm very sorry you're not going to be a shop anymore. You're all amazing and I love you guys. Well, we are still going to be a kind of a shop, John. We're hoping to move to a converted barn, possibly maybe somewhere else. Depends. When Lorraine's unsure whether the barn is going to be big enough for us. But we will still be open. Not every day. We'll be open day, certain days.
So you will be able to visit us. Please
still
remember.
Be able to come.
And obviously 24/7 online.
Angie Andrews says something.
What's Angie saying?
Love you all. Oh, so sweet. That's what she said. John says, I might have to lie down. You're right, I might have to. Leslie Arkley, could I have the pattern for the smaller bag, please?
Is it the City Downtown bag?
So it's either that one, it's not the Dutchy dot, it could be the Dutchy dot.
Let me know, my love, which one you would like, and we'll make a note of that.
John says, can't you extend the barn? It's not we're going to be renting it. I'm sure they'd love us to extend it at our cost, but we're not going to do it. Maggie Lloyd Jones says, good day.
Hi, Maggie. So Maggie does quilts for care leavers. I'm sure we've talked about her before. Fabulous, fabulous charity, if any of you are interested. They're all over, aren't they? All over the UK, making quilts for care leavers. So maybe, Maggie, yourself, you might be able to pop on details of your little groups, because I'm sure there's plenty of people on here now who might not know about it.
Leslie says the blue one, so the
blue
downtown.
One. Okay, downtown. So I wanted to give a bow to the Camden bag. It's been a fabulous, we must have sold thousands of these, and again, we love everything about it. We do a Camden kit. We've got some fabulous Jason Yenter fabrics that would look stunning in that. I'm tempted, I don't know if you're watching Carol P, but I would maybe like another one made up of the Camden. Again, we're getting to a position now where we shouldn't, in theory, be running out of these. And we will be making an announcement about the Festival of Quilts maybe next week, and it will involve Auntie's 2 patterns. So hopefully you'll be able to come and see us and all the lovely new stock that we're taking to the Festival of Quilts. That is Auntie's 2.
Jacques Langoffin says, best have 4 meters of Jason, please. Is that going to be enough?
Is it the border print, Jacqueline? Do you mean border prints, my love? Is it for the stack and whack? Because they do use the other one as well, Jane, that big floral. We'll sort you out, Jackie, don't worry, my lovely. For stack and whack. I think we might have to do, you need at least 4 meters. John's
going to have to educate me. I have no idea where a stack and whack is.
John's been doing some demonstrations of it, so we might have to have a little chat about that,
Angie says, have we got a sample of the Camden? We've got 2, but do we know where they are?
Not to hand, my lovely, but we will maybe show them next Wednesday.
They're packed up in a bag, because we take them to the shows and we never generally get them back out.
So Jackie will sort you out with your Jason Yenter. So I wanted to show everybody this new tote bag. Again, it's a pattern by Auntie's 2. It's new. I like this one as well. It's got the pockets. Oh, Jane, we talked about the handles.
Yeah, we did.
Will you bring me the pattern as well, my lovely? I don't know what I've done with it. Again, hopefully these will quickly get put onto the website. Jeff might have already put these on.
He has.
Has he? Oh. Thank you, Jeff Ricks. He's been a busy boy trying to get as much on the website.
The haul, isn't it?
No, it's not the haul. It's the new one. It's called something tote bag. We brought it back from America.
In that case, probably not.
Perfectly practical tote. It's on the website. Again, when I show you some of these gorgeous new fabrics that we've got, I think some of those new fabrics are going to look fabulous with this. Jane and I did think, though, that our gorgeous 25-inch tote handles would look nice on there as well. I'm not sure. Are they on the website?
No, I don't.
Right.
Think
so we need to get those on the website because they're at a new price now.
Come on, Jane, crack on. You haven't been doing it for the last fortnight.
Really?
Right. Anyway.
Just before you move on, I'm just going to show this. Angie's asked if we can show a close-up of the Camden bag. So
they're here.
It comes in 2 different sizes, Angie, a small and a large.
Right, so they need to be on the website.
The small is, what size would you say? It's roughly the same size as the Midtown that Lorraine's just been showing you, the blue one.
Yeah.
And the big one is quite big.
It's massive.
So you use jelly roll strips of fabric with jelly roll wadding, and you fold them into tubes, and then you sew the tubes together. Perhaps next week or Saturday, if we've got a chance, we might be able to just show a quick little demo of that.
So just to show people the Perfectly Practical bag, I don't know if Jeff got that on the website.
No, did he?
Jane said no. But that is new, obviously.
We haven't just got back from America.
I know. We've not had that one before, so that's new. And I'm going to show you some fabulous fabrics for that one in a minute. So I'm going to go back to fabrics now, and then I'm going to come back to this exciting news about the Quilt As You Go project.
Jackie says thank you. Rachel Hammertine says Perfectly Practical pattern, please.
Yeah.
Andy Andrew says okay. And Maggie Lloyd Jones says, oh, and we are waiting for charity registration.
Oh, that is good news.
Lynn Caldwell, how does the Camden differ from the Perfectly Practical tote, as they look similar?
No, the Camden is round. So you're basically creating a piece of your snakes. We'll show you next week.
That's made with a single piece of
fabric. And that is made with a single bundle.
Yeah, so the snakes are the tubes of fabric that's
Lynn,
made.
It's your lucky day, because if you can tune in next week, Jeff will get his snakes out.
What are you looking at like that for, Jane?
And this is one piece.
Yeah, so it's a similar size to that actually, but it's more round. Because this is kind of flat.
Round.
Yeah, so it's round
this
because
is a
of
nice
the
flat
shape.
Tote. Right, so I'm going to show you some of the fabrics.
Angie says, do you have a group?
A group?
What kind of group?
Oh.
I used to sing in a group when I were at school. If you want me to do a rendition of something.
Yeah.
Link over says, lol, can't wait.
I knew that'd make you laugh, Lynn. Right, so I'm going to show you some of this fabulous new fabric that's come. Then I'm going to go back and show you a couple of other new things that have come from America.
What about that other new fabric?
Which fabric? Are you waiting? Hold your horses. Tell him, Jane. Right, Jeffrey. So, these literally have just landed, I think. Did they come last week, Jane?
They did,
while we were away. And I wanted to give them the honour they deserve. They're a lovely quality, aren't they? They're quite not a lightweight fabric. And these are called Love Confessions by Julia Valentine. And if you can get a bit of a close-up of these florals, because as I've already said, the bag that everybody wanted, you imagine your Camden bag made in one of these. Or even, yes, Jane, your Practically Perfect tote.
Because that's not going to interrupt the gorgeousness of those flowers on that pattern.
Yeah.
Because it's made from a single piece.
It is. So we've got all of these, and at some point, lovely Jeff will get them on the website.
Sorry to interrupt. The group that
is it
that Andy were asking about is the Maggie Lloyd Jones group, the Quilt for Carelivers.
So Maggie can maybe put a little link up to that.
Yeah.
So these are these gorgeous florals, and I love the colourways. My favourite, though, I have to say, I might have to have some of this, Jane, is this one. I think this is the one that made me fall in love with the range. I mean, look at that.
It's very rich.
So for your aunties too, for your bag making, I think they're absolutely stunning.
It's actually quite frond-like, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't say frond, because fronds are big. No, fronds are massive.
Where is it?
It is very much in keeping with
that
these type of fabrics that were so successful with these bags.
Frond around the back of there, Jeff, but it's not frond.
Look.
You're showing off now.
I'm not.
Anyway, we've also got this purple. Come on, get back here.
I'm coming.
There are 16 fabrics in this range when
what does
when you
that
get
mean,
to see all
Jane?
of them,
I meant in the stylee, sorry. Go on.
Which means that there will be a cutie pack of them.
Yes.
And obviously then you've got enough to make a quilt top.
Do you know what as well? It'd make a really nice, almost like a scrappy quilt, wouldn't it?
That's the frond.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
Look, we're showing new stuff.
Well, I know.
Stop it. We've got enough new stuff to go through.
Frond's on offer, though.
Frond is on the website as well. So, and I like the colours are almost like a watercolour.
Yeah.
That's what I like about them.
You're building yourself up.
I know I am.
To
Don't
see
worry,
in a
Jeffrey.
sec.
You're building yourself up. You're building your part up here. Now look at these for linings and for coordinating fabrics. Beautiful. I must say, we do get some nice fabric in, don't we,
We do.
Jane? Hmm?
It's
And we
like-
chose
it's,
these last year, didn't we?
They're like watercolour, aren't
Yeah.
they? Oh, did you say that? Sorry, I don't listen to you.
I know, you don't listen to me. I love the colour of that. Almost like, what would you say that colour?
Slate.
Slate. It's all got a purpley blue tinge to it.
Yeah, slate. That's what slate colour is.
It's in cream. I
I'm
know.
going to get into trouble, aren't I?
You are going to get into trouble. And this one, what would you say that reminded you of, Jeff?
That strawberry cocktail thing that you had in America.
I was going to say watercolours.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And then these are pretty. So again, something a little bit different. I think what's really nice about this range are the blenders, and the little ditsies, and then the big florals.
Angie says they're beautiful.
They are. All you bag makers are going to love these.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. So last but not least of this one,
That's beautiful, that one.
I think they're a lovely range. Again, bag making, quilt making, cuties. They're going to look lovely. Right, I'm now going to show you some special stuff
Shall I move some of these?
because I'm going over there, Jeff.
Oh, yeah? Right.
Yeah.
I'll not move them then.
Jane can help me get those back on the table. Right, everybody.
I'm pointing
So-
it up in the air so nobody can see.
There's been a bit of excitement because we have yesterday received Chula Pink. £16 a metre. Jeff has managed to get these on the website. It's her new range. There are only 8 in this range. Look at the little skulls on that.
Nightshade Deja Vu.
Nightshade Deja Vu. So again, I think we're quite lucky that we've got ours now. I know a lot of them are on pre-order. So a lot of people will be getting theirs.
Jacqueline goes, Chula!
Yes, I know Jacqueline. I thought, oh, why not? Let's get a bit of Chula in our life. So I like the fact there was only 8 of them.
That would make a beautiful mankini, that one.
Oh, stop it with a bloody mankini. Okay.
Do you know the mankini's gone international?
It has.
As mentioned by Annie herself.
Exactly. Right, concentrate now, Jeffrey.
I'm concentrating.
So
Lynn says, oh my God, it's lush.
it is lush. So I'm going to show you them.
I'm going to come round then I can get the right contrast.
They are on the website. I love, love, love this one. I just love it. I'm going to definitely have to have some of that. So it's a bird, isn't it? Look.
Julie Sena says, love Chula.
Oh,
Susan Woodhead goes, Chula.
exactly. Again, the faces. And Annie talked about one of her new patterns that she's going to release on the video that we did. And she has also told us that she has had a sample made in this particular fabric, and that how they've used the faces in a really, really good way. So this one is better bought in 1/2 metre pieces, and then you get enough, rather than try and split it off into smaller amounts. So I'm just going to quickly show you. So this one's got like a swirly and moons on it.
Annie also showed when we did the video her some of the bags that had Chula's strapping webbing
Yes, she
on it,
did.
didn't it?
Yes, she did, which I'm going to show them in a minute.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm a jumping gun.
I'm all
Sorry.
organised, believe it or not. So again, I quite like that one. It's quite subtle, isn't it, for a Chula?
Mm.
And then the black and white, and the piece de resistance, I guess, is this one. Now this is cut in a certain way, isn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, because obviously the
Faces.
cameos on it slightly overlap. So what you'll end up getting is a piece. It's almost like a panel, if you like. So you get 7 full cameos, and then you'll get halves of cameos. You might be able, you might be able to cut them and piece them, possibly
Yeah.
the halves. But it's just the way they're printed that you're going to get 7 full cameos, and the others are going to be in
So
half.
these are less than a metre when we cut them that way. So these are 15
Just less than a metre. So they're £15 for that kind
rather
of
than
pattern repeat,
16.
if you like.
The rest of them are £16. So that's the gorgeous Chula Pink. like I said, it's already been cut today. And then, like Jeff said, just remember, I mean, look at the black and white. And this is 1.5 inches, isn't it, Jane,
Yeah.
that one? And then these are the inch ones. And again, I think these are on the website.
I think they are.
You get 2 yards. But again, if you imagine, if you're doing your tulas, you know, that one, the one at the bottom there would look really good with that floral. I think they're just a nice addition to you bag makers out there. Any questions, Jeffrey?
No, everybody's
everybody's
gobsmacked
in
with
awe.
the Tula.
So
Lynn Caldwell says, can I have a metre of the first Tula?
So that beautiful bright one then with the little
that
skulls on.
That
Yeah.
one at the bottom there, I'm guessing.
Yes, you can, my dear. Because I don't think they're going to be around very long. I've only got what I've got.
Am I coming back this way?
You are. So, the other exciting piece of news was a new pattern by Carol Antis 2, and it's a reversible seeing double quilt as you go lap quilt, which I thought was really good. Again, if you get a chance, go on the video. And she did a really, really good demonstration of it, didn't she, Jeff?
Yeah,
So-
now what I've discovered, having
Yes.
just put this on the website and gone to get some images off of Carol, is that it's actually on pre-order.
Oh,
So it's not been released yet in America.
really?
So we've got it
Woohoo!
ahead of the game, obviously, because we're Carol's best friends.
We are.
Me and Carol and Jim are like
Yes.
that.
So you may have seen the picture of the video of Jim, lovely Jim, hiding behind it.
Yeah.
And Carol, what a lovely, lovely lady, gave us the sample to bring back to the UK so that we can show you it.
And all
it's
the demo.
reversible. So look at that. She also gave us the instructions, so the samples of how to do it. So again, I think at some point, Jane, maybe we might do our own little version.
Yeah.
Yeah? So I think that would be a fabulous idea, but I love this technique.
Because one thing she said about it that was really, really appealing to so many people is you don't need a machine with a great big throat.
That's right.
Because every time you're machining to put these lines of quilting in, you've always got just the fresh bit
She
of
said
border
that.
added.
Yeah.
I was listening, you see.
Were you? Sorry, you
And,
couldn't be there, Jane.
And so you've always got only a small amount of fabric to your right hand side and the bulk on your left.
Yeah.
So if the one thing that puts you off about quilts is quilting
Yes.
them, then this is going to be the pattern for you.
And of course, the other good thing is this new product that she uses on the borders. It's called Add a Border. Again, I don't know if any of it's in the UK yet.
It's not in the. It's on pre-order. We've
Yeah.
got some of it.
We
It is
have.
on the website. I've just put it on the
Have you?
website.
And have you
I
got the
think
price?
it's $11.25
Yeah, I
or
thought it was
$11.50 or something
around
like that.
about that price when I spoke to Sharon, lovely Sharon at Bosel, who is always promoting what we do as well.
So that
yeah.
can you just show where that would be used in that quilt?
It's
Jane?
here, look, Jeff, the border. So it's there. It's on that piece.
Yeah.
So
So
it's that final.
it's that final piece. So the rest of it is made using the other Bosel, the Catardin that we use for the snakes, but you don't
Yes,
fold it.
it
You have
is.
it flat. So
That's
that's
right.
where the wadding comes for that quilt as you
Yeah,
go.
so they're 2.5 inch strips.
Yeah.
So you know our Bosel on a roll. So Bosel on a roll, and one of those makes the quilt. So it's a really great technique, like Jane said. It's got some really good features about it that we're all excited about.
Jules Robb says it was a really good demo.
Yes.
Carol, I think she was a little bit nervous that her and Jim had
Yes.
rehearsed it
Oh,
that
bless
morning.
her.
She's like, we
Yeah.
rehearsed it. And then somebody's just said, I've just scrolled past it, but I'll go back and read
please
the rest
go
of
and
the
have a look.
comments.
Yeah.
But somebody's just said, poor Jim, because he were
Yeah.
holding it up for
For
ages.
ages, yeah.
And we said
Yeah.
to him, put it down. He were all even holding it up even when we weren't pointing the
Yeah.
camera at him. He wouldn't put it down.
No.
There's a couple other comments. Haley Badham says, how much fabric do you need for the perfectly perfect bag?
Ooh, let me get my maths teacher on with that one.
Well, doesn't it tell you on the pattern?
It will, but Jane's very good at figuring it out.
Where's the
is
pattern?
In the bag.
I think
or-
they are, Jane. So if you want to be having a quick look at that,
Yeah.
my lovely. And again, it may be that's new. I've not seen it anywhere else yet. Have you, Jeff?
No. Andy Andrew says, ooh, I like it. it was Jackie that said poor Jim. Hayley says, I love how they make this.
Yeah.
Angie Andrews wants the pattern.
Right.
You might have to tell us if you want
You will need
the Bosal adder border.
Yeah, you'll need both of these to make the quilt.
We've
Angie.
got
Yeah.
we have got. How many have we got of
a
them?
couple of these back.
We've got 2 or 3, have we?
So if people want them,
and
let
they're
me know.
again like the pattern. They're on pre-order with Bosal, so they're not available yet in America, let alone
that's good.
the UK. Did we get an answer, Jane?
Yeah, so it's actually an easy one to remember because it's saying for fabric A for the outside is 7/8 of a yard, fabric B for the inside is also 7/8 of a yard, and fabric C, that will be the binding, the sashing, the zipper bows, tabs, bottom and the handles, will be 7/8 as well. So
Which
3
is what?
fabrics.
What, 7/8?
Well, it's nearly a yard, isn't it? We
Is
call
it?
it a yard
Is
or a
it?
metre in our
So
fabrics.
a metre, but they
will
could get away with, I reckon they'd get, because usually they are overestimated, aren't they, on these patterns?
maybe 3/4.
Yeah, I think 3/4 you'd get away with.
Susan Skull says, did you bring the Poppins bag back?
No, because,
Go on.
as I've explained, Sue, it's no different to downtown. In fact, the size, the shape of it, that, in terms of the Poppins bag, it's very similar.
What is the
The difference is you do Poppins in one big piece, whereas on this it's easier because you're doing it in smaller
Having said
pieces.
that, we can do the Poppins
Yes, we can.
pattern,
We can.
and we can get it fairly quickly.
Yeah,
Andy Andrews says she's going to call us soon.
good.
How much is the quilt pattern? $9.99, is
Yep,
it?
that's
Quilt
right.
pattern is $9.99, Lynn. Rachel Hamilton wants the Bosal and the pattern, please.
Good. We'll sort you out, Rachel.
So is that the adder border, or do you need the
So,
other Bosal?
You need both. So you need a packet of our Bosal Jeff the snakes. Everybody's running for his snakes.
Well, I'm running for the Bosal.
The naked snakes, because you've not done anything with them. So you need one of those, and you need one of those, and I think those two make that quilt. And then I think she said for the larger throw, you need one
Still
of those.
one of them and 2 of the
but
others.
2 of those.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to make it larger, you would need a 50-yard pack of those, which we do sell, don't we, Jeff?
Yeah.
But you only need one of those for both. So again, if you're buying the pattern, you do need these.
Hayley says thank you. Jacqueline Goffin says keep a border and a border Bosal, please. Keep me a border Bosal.
Yes.
And Susan Skull says okay, thanks.
The other thing with the border Bosal, I have noticed online that people are also doing quilt as you go directly onto that piece of border. I don't know what I've done with the sample.
Karen says she's just done an order on the website for the pattern and the Bosal.
Oh, well done, Karen.
Lynn Culver says quilt pattern, Bosal border and snake stuff, please. So we're going to run out of, we haven't got a lot of them.
They're coming soon though, Sharon.
They're coming
spoke to
soon,
me.
right.
Yeah, they're on Danny's shipment.
So we might not be able to fulfill all of the orders straight away, but they'll definitely be here within a week or
maybe
so.
less, because Sharon, we didn't have room in our suitcase. Lovely Sharon
So she might have brought some back.
has sent me some.
Lynn Caldwell, I've just said that quilt pattern, Bosal and snake stuff. Andy J. Andrews, can she have Bosal for quilt and the pattern?
Yeah.
Jules Robb, I need to watch the Facebook Live again before I order. So many lovely things to see. Rachel Hamilton says 50 metre Bosal, please.
Right, okay, excellent. So the border is this, and again, if you go online on YouTube, I think I saw it, they were just putting fabric straight onto that border and doing a bit of a quilt as you go, because bear in mind it comes in one big long strip, so they were sewing like a scrappy, making it into a scrappy quilt. So again, we'll have a look at that, Jane, so we can be a bit more clearer about what that actually does.
But that's different to the pattern, though.
So bear in mind, lovely Jason Yenter, lovely Chula, lovely these that have come for these quilt as you go projects. They would be fabulous. Don't forget, we have got a lot of lovely new fabric that's turned up while we've been away. So it would be, it would be nice to see what they look like in our fabrics.
Yep.
And then last but not least, because I've been saving it till the end because we're a bit excited about these.
By the way, the 7/8 of a yard actually works out as 31.5 inches.
Excellent.
And 3/4 of a metre is 30 inches. So you can see that you're very close, and that 3/4 of a metre should probably
be enough. I think so. People are very careful.
But if you like me in a wonky cutter, go for a metre.
So, we did get excited, like I said, when we met Natalie and her husband.
That Mankini fabric.
Mankini fabric, Jeff, yeah. Everybody thinks Lynn Caldwell, Chrissy Stringer, everybody thinks Jeff's Mankini. I'll just do a bit of a demo.
And not just those two. Natalie herself said,
she did.
Yes, it'll be a good
Can you
Mankini.
imagine it, ladies and men? No, don't. But yes, it would make a great Mankini. I did get really excited when I saw Natalie's stall. So Hungry Hippie. She's very, very popular in the US and in the UK. She used to live in England, didn't she, Jeff?
Yes, yeah.
She lived in England
It just made me smile because she was saying, make one, even if you just wear it over your clothes.
Yes, she did. You know. So, needless to say, we got really, really excited with her vinyls. Now, at the moment, I haven't got masses of stock of the vinyl. I am not selling it separately at the minute because I kind of just wanted to bring samples of it back so that I could show you all. But Jane's been a bit giddy over all of these.
Look at that, it's very nice, that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And what I did want to share with you all, though, and Jane and I are a bit excited about this, is this gorgeous pouch made out of the lovely vinyl and kits. So we haven't got masses of them, but we're going to use these fabrics to kit up this pouch. The kits are £20. They're a bargain. So you get enough zip. You get the lining, you get the vinyl, and you get the soft and stable. We think it's soft and stable. Or Bozel.
It is soft and stable.
Yeah.
She said
Okay. The other good thing is there's a QR code, and on that QR code we need to talk to Jeff about it. But when you take a picture of it, it takes you straight to the instructions, and there's some really good instructions.
They are
Jane?
very comprehensive.
Yeah, so there's no instructions in the kit. You just use the QR code to get to her.
So, people, we've got, I think, 3 of the blue. We're going to kit up lilac, pink, and rainbow. And we're going to kit this one up as well, aren't we, Jane? Jane's excited. So, £20 for the kit. We obviously will choose different linings from our ranges. So we might put Jason in, we might put Alison Glass in, but we will put our own fabrics into these.
So Jackie says kit, please. So
Right.
is that one of the already made up ones?
Yep, so you need to tell me the colour. So if you want blue, please say blue. If you want
Pink.
pink. If you want lilac, rainbow, or jelly. It's like a jelly.
Yeah.
So please let me know. Now, I must say, if you want them, you're going to have to get them.
Oops.
Because these will be taken to Festival of
Jackie
Quilts.
says blue.
Blue for Jackie. So, and they're just brilliant. I love them. Now, bearing in mind, on our website, we do also sell the metallic zippers. And we've had a restock of these, haven't we, Jane?
Yep.
So we've got white with rainbow. We've got black with rainbow. We've also got our rainbow hardware, 1.5 inches and 1 inch. And these are popular. They're on the website.
Because in the instructions that come with the QR code, rather than it being just a pouch, she also includes the instructions there for it being a wristlet and having that wrist strap. So that would make the hardware relevant as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but in the kit you don't get that,
No,
so you get
no, you
the
don't.
kit.
Yeah,
so
so-
just going back to kits.
Yes.
We said Jackie wanted blue.
Yeah.
Susan Woodhead wants lilac, please.
Yeah.
Liz Trinder wants rainbow,
Yeah.
and Anne Davis wants lilac.
Oh, excellent. So, don't forget. So, rainbow, I presume then is that one for Liz.
Yeah,
And then don't forget there's this lovely jelly
that's
one.
jelly.
Maybe,
It's like a
maybe Jane, you
I
might
like
want
the
to have a
jelly
go.
It's like a
maybe
matte.
make your sample up in that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because look at that gorgeous Jason Yenter that would look fabulous with it. So,
Lynn's just said that she's popped the order online to save the hassle with my card address.
Okay.
Gail Klickner.
Hi, Gail.
Says, can she have a blue kit, please?
Yes.
So how many blue did we have? 3?
Yes.
So we've only got 1 blue left.
Did I bring any blue back? I don't know if I did. I'll double check how many blues we've got. I thought I brought 3 up.
We've definitely got 2 for the 2 that's ordered them,
3
but if there's anybody else that wants a blue, I think there's 1 left.
So, tonight we will upload the video of lovely Natalie showing her booth, and I will also be ordering more of her products. So I will be getting the vinyls in. I will be getting, we have got some zips already. The other thing is she's got a gorgeous pattern that we've brought back with us called Santorini Tote. We will be kitting that up as well, won't we, Jane?
Yeah.
And we've already looked at some of those gorgeous florals for that. I think it would look fabulous. So I'm a bit exhausted, everybody. So I think I might stop. Unless there are any questions. Have I remembered everything I need to remember, Jane?
I think so, yeah.
So if anybody's got any questions or wants to add to that, the kits aren't on the website yet.
No,
so you can only really order them if you message us or email us or ring us until we get them on. All the other stuff, the Antis 2 stuff, mostly is on the website. The practical bag's not on there just yet, but we will get that on fairly quickly. But if you want any of the other stuff, you can obviously order it on the website. And we did make it so if you just order a pattern on the website, if you just wanted a pattern, that the postage is only £1.15, not the normal £3.25.
Right.
We tried to make it a bit cheaper just for patterns. If you order a pattern and something else, it will go back to the £3.25 normal. Haley Badham says, how much are the new florals, please?
I think $14.50, Haley. I think the $14.50.
Again, they're not on the website yet.
Jeff will try get them on.
I'll try and get them on in the next couple of days. But if you want any of them, you can obviously watch the video back and you can just give us a call.
Absolutely stunning.
We can do video chat and video calls if you want to see them a bit closer up in the flesh as well.
So just a couple of things before we go. I wanted to talk about Craig and Kerry from Living in Loveliness. If they're watching, sometimes they do, although she's very busy, isn't she, Jeff?
She's like she is a whirlwind Derbyshire.
Meetings. So if you saw our post yesterday, we did a giveaway on her website of a cutie pack, and I need to send that out actually to Sue, so I'll need to get that organised. And then we did a giveaway of Living in Loveliness, which was a Fat Quarter bag, and John Richards, I think, please look at his comment, it was hilarious. He won that free giveaway, and that was chosen by Kerry and Craig. They've got some fabulous projects, and again, it may be that we'll be looking at some collaborations with those. One that will be definitely coming is their Christmas bauble kit. So just to get people thinking about that one, I will be doing a Christmas bauble kit with our own fabrics.
Is this the Kerry and Craig from Sewing Street fame?
Yes, Kerry goes on. In fact, she's on this week, isn't she? She's on Sewing Street this week. Yeah. So, and then the other, just a quick thank you to Jules. I know you've made the changing station bag for me, Jules, and I think it's on its way. Thank you for that, my lovely. And of course, lovely Carol, who's definitely going to be busy making more bags for me.
Who's constantly busy making bags for me.
She loves it. Again, I have talked before about making the samples. Now I'm back. Hopefully I'll be able to get on top of what other samples I need making in the Annie range, or perhaps some of these. But I'm not ready to make decisions about them yet, so you'll all have to bear with me with that.
Leslie Ackley says, do I phone when you've finished to pay for the pattern?
Yes, please.
Yep, you can do. And Haley Badham says thank you.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to ring us, we are here obviously this afternoon. Tomorrow, Friday. Don't forget, open on Saturday this week, and there will be a Fastest Finger first about 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, so make a note of that.
And Saturday in the morning,
in the shop,
generally we've got the sale stuff.
Lots of sale, lots of new things as well that's been reduced, and we're trying to get them onto clearance, aren't we, Jeff? We definitely miss our lovely Jenny, don't we? She came to see us the other week. I should have kidnapped her and made her stay.
Angie says, I've missed you all.
Aww.
We've missed you, Angie.
Yeah, thank you everyone for sharing our Chicago journey. Did everybody notice my badge? Zooming in my badge, Jeff.
2023 winner of the local quilt contest by Annie.
Yeah, so we have stocked up on a lot of the Annie stuff, so please go on and have a look, because I just love her stuff as well.
And it was amazing to see Annie and Casey and the other guys over there, Jake and I don't know what's the lady's name. I can't remember her name. Sorry if you're watching, but thanks to all of those that made it possible for us to go over there. We won their contest. It was their contest that meant that we could go over there. So thanks to all of them. Thanks for the food.
H&H Americas.
H&H Americas.
The creative retail industry sponsored the whole thing for us to go, didn't they?
They did.
Right, so thank you everybody. We've got through quite a lot. Don't forget, Chula won't be around long. If you're watching this back and you want the Chula, get online and get it
That
ordered.
is on the website, and it's a pretty good price.
Yeah.
So,
and we'll catch up with you all soon.
Yeah, thank you, Jane. She's disappeared to other parcels. And we'll see you all on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, bye.